Perfect. So we'll get started with a little warm up. So arms out, we'll start with a couple tight arm circles forward, just to loosen up the shoulders, get the upper body ready. Good. And switch, go backwards. Again, keeping them nice and tight and small. Good, perfect. You let your arms go. Okay, from here, we're going to do a couple of goalposts. So arms are going to be out in front of you. Okay, you're going to reach out to the side, press your shoulder blades together, hold them for a second, and come back. Good, we're going to do 5 of these. Good, 2. Ooh, my back just cracked, it felt good. 3, good, just to kind of warm up our upper back. 4, and last one, 5, perfect. From here, we'll be doing a bunch of planks today. So we'll do a couple of inchworms. So nice and easy, you're gonna come to one end to your mat. You're gonna roll down nice and slow. Walk yourselves out to plank. Pause for a second and walk yourself back up. Good, that's 1. And come down. Good, all the way back up, that's 2, we'll go to 5. Good, pausing in plank, shoulders stacked over wrists, fingers spread out nice and wide on the mat. That's 3, 2 more. 4, and last one, 5. Good. From here, we're going to come down to the mat. We're going to do bird dog. Nice and simple. We're going to do 8 each side, 16 total. So you're going to be on your hands and knees. You're going to extend opposite arm and leg out, and then alternate. So this is 2. We're going to 16, 8 each side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, awesome. For those who just joined, you will need a set of light weights. So if you want to go grab those now, you can. This is 10, 6 more. Kind of pausing for a second at the top. 13, almost there. 14, last 2. 15, and last one, 16. Perfect. Good. You can slowly start to come up. Okay. And from here, just to get our heart rate going, we're going to do about 30 seconds of jumping jacks. Okay. Ready, set, go. It's nice and easy. Arms up. Good. Just to get our blood flowing. Heart rate up a little bit. And you're going to rest in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to set up my timer and we'll start the first circuit. So for those of you who don't know, it's going to be 45 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 3 exercises complete in 1 circuit. We're going to do it twice, and then at the end of the second round, we'll have a 30-second plank move. Okay, so here's my timer so you guys can see it. The first exercise is going to be a front and side raise. So you're going to have your weights here. One arm is going to go forward, and one arm is going to go out to the side. So I'm standing my little bend in my knees, feet kind of staggered, coming forward, and then alternating. Okay? A little bit of coordination there. Get the brain firing early in the morning. We'll get started with that in 3, 2, 1. Go. Yep. So again, my feet are slightly staggered. I have a little bend in my knees, keeping my core engaged, coming forward and out to the side. Just up to shoulder height. You can have a little bend in your elbows. Good. If you make it a little bit more difficult, try to pause for a second at the top. Move really slowly. Good. 15 seconds. Three, two, one, rest. Good. So from here, we're going to do it around the world. Excuse me. So arms are going to be in front of me, palms out, coming out to the side, pause, overhead, pause, out to the side. Good. Come back down. So coming all the way around, making big circles with my hands. Again, feet are slightly staggered, small bend in your knees, and a small bend in your elbows too. Good. Over halfway. And again, remember, try to pause in the middle and pause at the top. 10 seconds left. See if you could do a couple more. And time. Good. From here, we're coming down to the mat. We're going to hold a bridge while we do a fly. So feet are together. Press your hips to the sky. Arms up in front of you. You bring your arms out to the side. Again, small bend in your elbows like you're giving somebody a hug. And come back even with your chest. Good. And again, keep your hips lifted. Glutes engaged. And nice and slow through the movement. Try to keep your hips up, especially if they're sagging. Try to pick them up a little bit. And time, rest. Good, so we're going back to that front and side raise that we did at the beginning. In 3, 2, 1, go. So one arm is coming up and one arm is coming out to the side. Good. Again, just about even with your shoulders. Good, 30 seconds left. Good, and just make sure your shoulders are relaxed. You're pulled away from your ears, down your back. Good, last 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, time. Perfect. From here, we're coming to that around the world again. So my feet are staggered, little bend in my knees, engaging my core, belly button in the spine. Palms come out. Pause at the side, come up, pause at the top. Good. Good. And again, make sure your shoulders are pulled away from your ears. Try not to clench. 20 seconds, over halfway. See if you can slow it down. Pause, nice and controlled. Pause again. And pause up top. Perfect. 5 seconds left. And time. Perfect. You're coming back to the mat for that bridge with fly. So my feet together. Cross my hips up to the ceiling. Arms come up. Coming out. Small bend in my elbows. And come back together. Good. Squeeze your chest at the top. Good. Try to pick your hips up a little bit. Squeeze those glutes. And time. Okay, our plank move is going to be 3 plank jacks. 1, 2, 3 to commando. So come down with the right, press up, and then do it with the other hand. Get back to 1, 2, 3. Come down with the right, come down with the left. Good. And rest time. Good job. So take a second, get some water, walk around, then we'll start round 2. All right, so our first exercise is going to be a renegade row. So you can have your weights in front of you. You're going to be in high plank, okay? And you're going to row one dumbbell up or the other dumbbell up, okay? If your wrists bother you, you don't like to hold the dumbbells like that, just use one and pass it back and forth to the other side, okay? But have your feet nice and wide. That way your hips don't rock so much. We'll get started with that one in 3, 2, 1. Time. Perfect. You can always do this on your knees if you need to. And if you want to make it more challenging, add in a push-up after you do both sides. So row, row, and you can do a push-up. Good. Have your feet wide, like wider than the mat. That way your hips don't rock too much. Your core stays nice and stable. Good. Couple seconds left. Time, rest. So going down to the mat. You sit on your butt. We're going to do a crab reach. So my legs are in front of me, pressing up, switch, grab my left foot with my right hand, switch, grab my right foot with my left hand, and alternating. Once you get the hang of it, push yourself. See how fast you can go. Bring your feet out a little further away from you. It'll be a little easier to balance. Good. 10 seconds, almost there. Last one, we're going to do a variation of a Superman. So you're going to come onto your stomach. Okay, arms are going to be straight in front of you. You're lifting up. Bring the arms down. Come back forward. Come back down. My arms are in front of me. I'm pulling them towards my face, pinching my shoulder blades back, bringing them back out. Come back down nice and slow. Okay? Really pause at the top. Try to go through this motion slowly. And rest. Good. From here, we're going back to that renegade row. Roll your weights. Get started. Now, again, feet nice and wide. Pull up into your shoulder blades as you come back and come back down. Try not to rock your hips, core nice and steady. Good, almost there. And rest time. And from here, we're going back to that crab reach. So that's it. Okay. Press yourself up. Reach for opposite foot. See how fast you can go. See if you can pick it up a little bit. Okay. 10 seconds left. Nice and control. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Time. Good. Coming back into that Superman. And then we have our plank move. In 3, 2, 1. Time. So my arms are in front of me. I'm lifting up. Pull towards my face, like I'm pulling a towel towards my face. Push my shoulder blades back. Come forward. Come right down. Legs come up. Squeeze your glutes to get your legs up. I do a few more reps. Nice and slow. And time. Okay, our pivot move. 3 plank jacks. Commando. Go. 1, 2, 3. Come down. On my right arm, switch. Come down. Move the left arm. Try to land softly with the plank jack. And rest time. So one more round. Take a second. Grab some water. Anybody else just drink coffee or tea now while they work out in the morning? Sorry, I just replaced it with water.
Yeah.
If you're awake.
They say the first thing you should drink is a big glass of water in the morning.
Yeah, I should. And at least I'm hydrated. Okay. So the first exercise of this circuit is going to be a side plank with a twist. So be on my side. There's a couple different ways you could do it. You do it this. I prefer my elbow. So be on my elbow. I'm going to reach underneath. Send my arm to the ceiling. Okay. We're going to do all one side and then switch to all other side. If you need a modification, come down on one knee, bring the other foot up. Okay. And we'll get started with that. And 3, 2, 1. Go. Perfect. So I'm going down onto my elbow. Make sure your elbow is stacked over your shoulder. Okay. You can also, I like to bring my front foot and my top foot in front. That way I'm a little more balanced. Turn and bring that arm to the ceiling. Good, almost there. Try not to let your hips drop. And time, rest. Come down. Each sides. Start in 3, 2, 1, go. So like I said, I like to keep my top foot in front. That way I stay a little more balanced. Don't fall over the whole time. I'm turning my body, reaching behind me, and setting my arm up to the ceiling. You gotta keep going, try not to let your hips sag. And rest time. So the next one, you're gonna need your weights. You're gonna do a dumbbell drag. So I'm gonna start my weights on the left side of my mat, coming up in a high plank. I grab with my right hand, pull one across, pull the other across, switch, grab with my left hand, pull them across. Shoulders stacked over wrists, fingers spread out nice and wide on the mat. Core nice and tight. And if you want, you can always come down to your knees, do this on your knees. And rest time. Move those dumbbells out of the way. Going back to side plank on the right side. And time. Looking through. And the arm up to the ceiling. Try to focus on exhaling as you send the arm up. Inhale on your way down. Almost there. Let's highlight more nice and slow. Both sides. Start in 3, 2, 1, go. Try not to let your hips come down on this one. Try to stay up the whole time. Almost there. Keep going. Keep your hips up. Time. Okay, dumbbell drags. You just have 30 seconds of that plank move and we're all set. So I'm coming up into plank. Dragging my dumbbells through. The floor isn't moving that much. Be nice and wide. So you can stay really stable. Going. And rest time. Last one, 3 plank jacks, 2 commandos, 30 seconds, we're all set. In 3, 2, 1. So fingers nice and spread out on the mat. Shoulders stacked over wrists. Down with one side, come down with the other side. Last exercise, almost there. Running around on my carpet. And time, rest. Good job. Take a second, grab some water, and we'll stretch. What's this? Okay. All right, so let's start with a pec stretch. So I'm gonna have one foot in front, kind of like I'm doing a lunge, right? I'm gonna bring my arms out to the side, goalpost, kind of like what we did at the beginning. I'm gonna lean into it, then my shoulders back, push my chest out. Let's go a few seconds here. Take a deep breath in. Good, and switch. We'll do capsule stretch. So right arm comes across, left arm comes underneath. Pull this arm close into your shoulder. Again, take a couple of deep breaths here. Bring your heart rate down a little bit. Good, and switch to the other side. Good, and relax. Last one, we're gonna do a rhomboid stretch. So your arms are gonna come in front of you. Now you're gonna lean forward and you're acting like you're pushing your shoulder blades away from each other. Let your arms come down. Good, and you're gonna feel this in your upper back. Again, pull your shoulders away from your ears. Good, and relax. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Hope you have a good one.
Thank you, Raquel. Have a good day, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too.
Bye.